Did you know Facebook once helped catch a fugitive? Not with facial recognition or fancy tracking tech, but because he liked his own wanted post? Meet Levi. He didn't want fame. He wanted quick cash and an easy escape after forging stolen checks in a small town. His goal was simple: stay low, stay gone. But he made a big mistake, thinking the internet wouldn't notice. Because here's the thing: when you're wanted by the police, the last thing you want to do is to literally raise your hand and say, "Hey, I saw that." But that's exactly what Levi did. And that tiny click, it didn't just break the silence, it broke the internet. What came next wasn't a high-speed chase. It wasn't even a tech-savvy manhunt. It was a twist so dumb, it made headlines around the world. And trust me, this one's worth hearing. If you're new here, please subscribe. Alright, back to the story. Levi was just your typical small-town Montana guy. Not a criminal mastermind by any stretch, but definitely walking the razor's edge between poor judgment and outright stupidity. His crime? Bold, brazen, and a bit sloppy. Levi had stolen a wallet. Inside were personal checks, and instead of lying low, he made 4 of those checks out to himself and cashed them. Big mistake. Check forgery punishments can range from jail time and fines to felony charges with substantial prison sentences. And it didn't take long for authorities to flag the transactions as suspicious. The paper trail was practically glowing, but Levi didn't seem to care. He kept going, acting like the law wasn't closing in. That recklessness earned him a spot on the Great Falls Cascade County Crime Stoppers Facebook page, a digital bulletin board used to spotlight fugitives in hopes that someone, somewhere, might recognize a face and drop a tip. What they didn't count on was Levi recognizing himself. Because in a move so baffling, it bordered on surreal, Levi liked the post, the one declaring him a wanted man. Now, your first instinct might be to write it off. Maybe it was a slip of the finger, a moment of clumsy scrolling, but accidental or not, that little click made waves. Law enforcement noticed. Levi had been flying under the radar before, but that radar was now locked in, blinking red. See, when someone's on the run, the rule of thumb is simple. Disappear. Vanish into the background. Go quiet. What you don't do is tap the thumbs up on a post reminding the entire county that you're actively evading arrest. Because here's the reality. The internet has a memory like an elephant. And the cops, they weren't about to forget either. People noticed. The Crime Stoppers page didn't just let it slide. They posted a screenshot of his immortalizing the moment for everyone to see. And just like that, news outlets jumped on it. The story spread like wildfire. Suddenly, Levi wasn't just a petty criminal. He was a headline. Reactions poured in. Some people laughed at the absurdity. Others shook their heads in disbelief. But one thing was certain. Levi had made himself impossible to ignore. Still, for all the noise he made online, it wasn't the Facebook fiasco that led to his arrest. According to reports, it was an anonymous tip that finally gave his location away. But let's be honest, liking his own wanted post didn't exactly help him stay in the shadows. On April 24, 2015, the manhunt came to an anticlimactic end. No dramatic chase, no standoff, just a quiet arrest. Levi was taken in without a fuss, brought down not by brute force, but by his own boneheaded behavior on social media. Click, like, caught, just like that. Following his arrest, he was booked and charged. 2 weeks later, on May 7th, he faced a judge and entered a plea of not guilty. But the situation was already spiraling. His bond was set at $2,500, an amount he somehow scraped together by the next day, securing his release. Still, his freedom came with an expiration date. His trial was scheduled for August 31st, 2015. There would be no escaping that. Levi's story quickly became one of those cases that people repeated, with a mix of amusement and disbelief. Some saw it as a perfect cautionary tale about the permanence of digital footprints. Others just couldn't get over the sheer idiocy of liking your own wanted poster. Either way, Levi made history in the most unexpected and in an unforgettable way. And just like Levi, make sure to check out my Facebook page and like my videos, just like he did.